Good evening, everybody. This is John here. We got you a Stars recruiting race. We're going to be at Dover this week. 165 laps. There's going to be a stage break at lap 58. Right now, all the drivers are on the track. You can see it there in the top left. Got about 2.5 minutes of practice left, and there'll be a 5-minute qualifying session. They each get 2 laps for that. And then we are going to have the 165 lap race. Like I said, I am John. I'm actually one of the members of the league. I am expanding my horizons, you could say, by attempting to broadcast some. So hopefully I do well. If you have any feedback for me, definitely share it with me. I'm pretty open to that. If some of the audio settings, either myself speaking or the cars or something like that, are too loud or too quiet, definitely let me know in the chat if you can. I can adjust that stuff on the fly as needed. I'm gonna try and cover a little bit of everything. I've got quite a pretty busy screen here with a lot of information on it, and then I got a lot of overlays and stuff that I'm gonna be trying to shuffle through. So bear with me. This is my first time doing anything, I would say, super serious, and this isn't even super serious. It's just me trying to try it out and do something for the league, to try and get our name out there and trying to attract some people. We do have the Stars League, which stands for Smoking Tires Amateur Racing Series, is actually a merger of 2 leagues that were established probably in the around COVID time, so early 2020. You had SCARS, which was Stock Car Amateur Racing Series, and then you had Smoking Tires Racing Series, otherwise known as STRS. One of our creative members came up with Stars because it flows very well. We were 2 leagues, probably both of around 10 to 20 drivers, somewhere in there. We're hoping to field anywhere between low 20s to maybe 30 cars. So we did a race last week. I was on a work awards gala trip up in Colorado, so I wasn't able to race, and I didn't broadcast it. But I'm going to try and broadcast probably half of these recruiting races. They'll go through middle of January, and then towards the end of January, you'll have the Daytona Rolex 24. A lot of our drivers are going to compete in that, so we may or may not do a race that week, and then we will be starting up our 15 race season early February. You'll see an overlay. It says fastest laps. That was fastest lap of the practice session. Went to Jason Raychalk. He's one of our drivers that was in SCARS. Definitely has a lot of speed. We got a lot of good talent between these 2 leagues. A lot of really fast people, and I mean, we appeal to people that are up and coming and learning a lot of stuff. I'm looking at this. I didn't realize that Miles the Monster was visible. You can see him at the top or the right hand side of the screen there. I didn't know he was visible in this. When you get these scenery camera angles, that's kind of cool. We range probably anywhere between, I'd say, 700 to 1,000 iRating, and we probably go all the way up to 4,000, 4,500, somewhere in there. Anything more than that, and those people are probably a little bit too fast for us. We're definitely not that serious, I would say. So a driver like that probably wouldn't have a ton of fun. Anyways, these guys, you're going to see a lot of fastest laps pop up on the top right as somebody goes and puts up a fastest lap. I don't know who I would put my money on here. Obviously, I've raced with a bunch of these people before. Like I said, there's a lot of really fast people. If I'm going to put my money on somebody, it's probably going to be Finnegan or Ray Chalk, though. That's probably the two fastest people. And as I say that, Scott puts up a 880, which is that's going to be tough to beat. I ran an A fixed earlier this week, and that lap time would be pole in most of those races. Granted, we run lesser fuel and the track temperature and whatnot, maybe a little bit cooler and whatnot, but that's definitely a fast lap. And on point, Jason goes out and runs a 789. That truthfully is going to be very hard for anybody to beat, I think. I expect some people to get close to that, but I don't know. Alright, while those guys are doing that stuff, let me go ahead and pull up some of this other stuff. So let's take a look at the weather. Looks like partly cloudy. Track temp's 87. So earlier in practice, I was keeping an eye on this. It was in the mid-90s. So the track temp's definitely falling a little bit. And that's just going to happen as the day progresses, just naturally. Obviously, we're at Dover International Speedway. Bear with me. Hopefully you don't get to hear my keyboard type. And I did get myself a new microphone, so hopefully my voice sounds beautiful. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to be disappointed, actually. Looks like there's been a couple people who have gotten a couple 2Xs here in the qualifying session, which means they probably spun out. It is definitely a track where you got to be patient on the throttle, especially on corner exit. It's very easy to heat up the right rear, which is going to cause a really bad loose condition on corner exit. If you don't take care of it, you're going to be regretting it. We gave drivers 3 additional sets of tires, so they get a set of tires they start the race on, and then 3 sets after that. So if you do basic math, they're going to have to go about 40 laps on each set of tires. I wouldn't be surprised if no one changes tires until the stage break. Just knowing that stage break is going to be coming at lap 58. So we will see. I believe qualifying's winding down here. Trying to keep an eye on who is where. Oh, there we go. Now it finally sorted properly. No, I probably only have 1 or 2 people watching, if I'm not mistaken. No, Chris is watching, father of Nate Finnegan. I don't see where he put a lap up. Oh, he did put a lap up. Man, no, I don't think he put a lap up. Alright. While those guys are gridding up here, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup. Starting on pole, Jason Raychop. Got Scott Tompkins lining up on the front row with him. Then we also have Jesse Necula. Evan Pienta starting outside second row. Timothy Pope, he is not somebody that's currently in the league, so maybe somebody we can recruit. Same with Daniel Wentz-Carter. We got Steve McDonald lining up 7th, and Austin Johnson lining up 8th. Second page here, we got Adam Ball, 9th. Kevin Gunther, 10th. Aaron Raymond, 11th. 12th, we got Cameron Ingram starting. 13th, Sean Langston. 14th, Tyler Jordan. 15th, Nathan Berzozowski. I have been trying to figure out how to pronounce that all week. I don't know if I pronounced it right. He's probably going to get called Nate. Or Nathan. 16th, Dennis Cochran. Got Rob Cunningham, 17th. Joseph Green. Franklin Monak. Mike Kirk. Robert Blauen. I don't know if I actually know how to pronounce his name. I need to figure that one out. Corey Gray, Kevin LaPerriere. I know how to pronounce that one. Lineup 24th, Nathan Finnegan. I don't know how many people we got in this field. 25th, Justin Diaz. 26th, Justin Gallo. We're going to call him Justin G. Let's go with that. 27th, Elliot Drummond. 28th, ignore that. That's me. I'm not in this race. Then some people taking some provisionals. Cody Eldridge. Dave Bell Jr. James Danforth. Benny Hogan. Luke Angers. Josh Nelms. Jonathan May. Scott Sendel. Arthur Pereira. Ed Gubick. Robert Amaral. And Andrew Goldman. Like I said, got me, John Honecker, here in the booth. Been around here for a while. Sim racing for a while. It's definitely a passion of mine, something I really enjoy. So, hopefully I do as good of a job in the booth as I do on the track. Or at least I like to think. Anyways, they're going to be taking green flag here. One pace lap. You don't do two pace laps. That's only at short tracks you do two pace laps. I'm not sure how many are here in the field. I'm going to pop in some of the overlays here as we get the field rolling. That is a big old field. These guys, we did give them 2 fast repairs just because it's a recruiting race. I don't want somebody taking out of the race accidentally and then not being able to finish. You'll see a lot of IROC looking schemes. That was something we wanted to do as a league to try and get kind of look cool and whatnot. Well, under their way, got Jason Raychok out to the early lead. Looks like he is opening up quite the gap here early. These guys are probably just going to try and settle in here, get some laps under their belts. 165 laps here is a long time. I think they may have already had a caution. Yep, we do have a caution. I would like to say I could easily figure out what happened. And I'm going to try and figure out what happened here. It may crash my program. Oh, it crashed my program. Hold on, guys. You're going to hate me, but I'm going to have to... Let me load this real quick. Ignore that it's still rewinding. I'll fast forward it back. For some reason, it decided to crash my program. Alright, we got it back. We're not going to figure out what happened there. We're just going to go ahead and get these guys pacing into the field. Let's bring up some of the tickers so you can actually follow along and see the driver that you're trying to keep up with, where they're running. I'll work out my kinks the best I can. There's a lot going on, and there's only one of me. I will do all I can. Clearly, there was some sort of an incident. And it looks like, from what best I can tell, I think 27 people took the green flag here. Let's see if I can... Alright, I'm going to rewind now while they make some pace laps. We're going to figure out what happened here. 23 car was just loose up high. Just real... he was... just a couple guys got together. He had it kind of saved, and then just a lot of people came plowing in there. It is a really tricky track to run side by side, especially on corner exit. It's best to usually just let somebody go if at all possible. Looks like lights are still on the pace cars. If I were to guess, we're probably at 2 to go. 2 till green, I should say. See if it had any early movers. Looks like, nah, looks like we still have Finnegan back in 25th. He may have hit to repair some damage. We only made it through a corner there, maybe 2 corners. So not much of a position change. I believe their lights should be out on the pace car this time. Well, we got a little bit of downtime here, so we do have a couple people that are newer to the league or ran with us last week. Call out a couple of them. We got Jesse Nicula. He told me it's pronounced like Dracula, so that's how I learned how to pronounce that one. Austin Johnson was actually a new person with this that ran with us last week and then decided to join the league after that. Timothy Pope, somebody I do not recognize, so I assume he's just a random person that joined here. Tyler Jordan, Sean Langston, same thing. Dennis Cochran, same deal. So hopefully we see some good performances out of those guys. We saw some good ones last week. We're going to be coming to green here, so I'm going to try and focus on that. I may even try and do some fancy camera angles, because I can do that. I think I can. Let's go ahead and bring that up like there. Jason's gonna bring him down for this restart. We got Barney the flag waver. Yeah, and green's out. Again, Jason got a really good jump on everybody there. Field's working on cycling their way through. Oh, looks like we got somebody crashed down low. Go back and figure out what happened there. I believe it was Nathan Berzozowski. Sorry, that is a difficult name to pronounce. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. I think I need to shorten my replay video there. Yeah, oh man, hit the wrong button. Had a couple drivers come together there, clearly. Sorry. Gotta watch this replay again. Looks like they just had a coming together there on corner exit. And self-clearing track. I am unsure who the other driver was. I think it was Sean Langston, it looks like. Probably the way the car's hopping, I'm gonna guess he has a broken toe link. That's pretty common when you get some damage like that, unfortunately. But these guys, this is can be a very difficult track. Last week we only had a couple cautions, I believe, at a lot larger track. Dover, it's hard to just not be in each other's way, but hopefully they're able to get some green flag laps strung together here. like we at least got one more to go. They might be coming to one to go here, but it's probably two to go if I were to guess. Jason trying to bump draft the pace car, which I can't actually even touch. But he's going to make it look like he is. Yeah, the lights are still on the pace car, so they'll should be coming to one to go next time by. See what other kinds of stuff I can show you guys. I'm not sure if I got a bunch of stuff I can, but see what kind of movers we I don't know if that's gonna show properly, but yeah, it's not going to show what I wanted it to. It's supposed to show their qualifying position. Clearly that does not work. Hope to get to commentate some actual racing action here. Yep, there you go. Lights are out on the pace car. Again, we will have that stage break at lap 58. We only do one stage break though, so after that, only cautions will be for incidents on the track. Let's see if I can crank it up here on this restart, give you some old noise for a couple laps. Alright. Hopefully that sounded pretty good. Let me turn down the car audio a little bit again. So I know they probably got a little bit loud there. So it looks like we had a pass for the lead during the crank it up session there. We got Scott Tompkins out in the lead now. Looks like Jason's dropped his way back to fourth, just trying to probably conserve those tires a little bit. You got Evan Pienta looking to Tompkins inside, trying to complete the pass for the lead. Again, side by side on corner exit can be a little bit rough. Later on into the run, it can be very hard to make a pass stick there on the bottom. I can tell you personal experience this past week. Later into the run, all of my passes were on the outside, truthfully. That was just getting a good run on somebody, getting into their outside and just trying to carry the momentum. Pienta's still looking to the inside. He's pushing up a little bit, trying to crowd Scott a little bit. The general line you would run here is a little bit of a diamond, and by diamond I mean you treat the corner where you apex twice, so you'll apex lower. You got Aaron Raymond looking for a sniff of the lead. I think he's going to be able to complete the pass here on Scott on corner exit. Yep, new leader, Aaron Raymond. Like I was saying, the general line is going to flip towards the apron on corner entry. Then you're probably going to push up a car width, maybe half a car width, and then you'll swing the car back low and flip a second apex there. Looks like Pienta all over Scott's rear bumper there. And you're going to see a bunch of different fastest laps popping up on the right side of the screen. As you get into a run, you're not going to be seeing those. Go back to where the action is. Looks like Aaron's going to pull out to a little bit of a lead here. Pienta is able to complete the pass on Tompkins. You got Necula's looking to complete a pass on Tompkins as well, trying to take over the third position. Scott's going to give it up. Really no issues. Not really going to try and argue. It's still a really long race. Next up, looks like Timothy Pope will be the next one trying to complete a pass on Scott. I would imagine Scott's trying to save his tires a little bit here, knowing that it's going to be a long run. These guys are... Looks like they've kind of gotten the early race jitters out of the way. Trying to get some green flags here. Ooh, I spoke too soon, I think, guys. We had a big old pile up. I think a couple cars got together there on corner exit, unfortunately. Not mistaken, I believe that might have been Austin Johnson and Timothy Pope. Just cars kind of got hooked there, and then unfortunately the track just gets blocked. It looks like early leader Jason Raychok was involved in that. Nath Berzozowski. Trying to see who else here. 28 car, I'm not even sure who that is. So it looks like it was Dennis Cochran. And then a lot of other people just trying to tiptoe through. These guys do have some fast repairs to use. Gonna need to use some after that, unfortunately. That track gets blocked there, and it's just, there's only so much you can do when you're headed off corner exit, 160 miles an hour. You got people breathing down your neck from behind. It's a bit of a self-clearing track, so with the banking on the corners and the straightaways, the cars usually end up at the bottom of the track. But not always the case. We got 21 laps behind us here. So still really, really early in the race. I'm sure there's some frustration amongst many. But they'll get them fixed up. Get the fast repairs out of the way. That was some good racing there, but like I said, corner exit is a tough place to try and complete passes. If you're side by side, it's got to be a lot of give and take. It can't be all take, because otherwise you're going to end up wrecked, like I think we saw there, unfortunately. So just looking through my incident log there, I think everybody involved in that incident, or at least everybody that received a 4X, which would be a major collision, would be Austin Johnson, Timothy Pope, Adam Ball, Jason Raychok, Mike Kirk, Dennis Cochran, and Nate Berzozowski. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I wish there was an easier pronunciation. I know I'm beating a dead horse by saying that, but I think that is definitely the hardest name in the field for me to pronounce. See what kind of best laps we got here. Looks like Sean Langston ran a pretty fast lap early. Nate Finnegan. I think Nate Finnegan may be the fastest lap of the race so far. He's worked his way all the way up to 10th after qualifying, I believe, 25th. Obviously, he's been able to avoid any of the incidents so far. Let's see what that car is looking like. Looks like he applied some metallic chrome to his IROC paint. Looking pretty good. I think we just got one to go. Yep, lights are out on the pace car. Looks like there'll be 141 laps to go if my math is accurate when we get the green flag here. Still stage break at lap 58, so we're still a ways away from that. Ooh, that is fun. I used to live in central Pennsylvania and Maryland, but I never actually went to Dover. I've driven past the track multiple times. I love races there on TV. I can imagine it would be a good facility to see a race at. Me and some of my friends have been trying to go to a NASCAR race a year, so we went to the Darlington race this past season. We went to the Roval the season before that. Anyways, Aaron looking for green flag. He's going to fire off here. Oh, we've got a massive pile up. I am going to have to figure out what happened there. If I were to guess, it looked like somebody started in first gear. I don't know if it was Robert. Somebody did it. No, I think I rewound too much. Bear with me, guys. They're under caution. We got time. I'm going to go ahead and switch to a different camera angle. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. It happened definitely in the middle of the field here. Oh, Robert. Oh, looks like Nate got involved there, just very minor. That is classic case of someone decided to try and start in first gear, and the car just hooked on him. That is tough. But yeah, in addition to the trying to get to a NASCAR race a year, I also go to some sports car races. I live down here on the Gulf Coast of Florida, so I'm very near some really good tracks for that. So I've gone to the Rolex 24 3 times now. I went last year when it was really cold at night. I think that's the coldest it has been in Florida in a long time. This upcoming year, I am going to be going to Sebring for both the IMSA race, and then WEC also does an endurance race there, an 8-hour race on Friday. Then the 12 hours of Sebring, of course, is on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that. That is, I think, St. Patrick's Day weekend, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. I'm hoping in that incident, I am not even going to list all the people that were involved. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I will. Why not? So, we had Nathan Finnegan, Robert Blauen, Kevin LaPerriere, Jason Raychuk, Franklin Monak, Scott Sindel, Austin Johnson, Rob Cunningham. And then it looks like also, yeah, in the same incident, Justin Diaz, James Danforth, Mike Kirk, Dennis Cochran. hopefully the severity of all those incidents wasn't too bad, as it was off the initial start. I bet you they're all yelling the radio don't start in first gear now, because yeah, that is tough, and that's just gonna block the track. Looks like we're coming to the green here. All that progress that Nathan had is kind of tossed away a little bit here. He's gonna have to work his way back through the field a little bit. Looking for green flag here. Hopefully we can get off to a little bit of a run again. Aaron's gonna fire off here. I'm sure he's gonna. It's just difficult for the second place car to be able to hang with them there on that initial start. I think we got a few drivers that are working on. I think Robert's going to work his way off pit road here as the leaders are going to come cycling by. Ooh, somebody knocking the wall down on corner exit. So Robert's going to cycle back here at the end of the pack. Be nice to see these guys get spread out a little bit here. Aaron Raymond with the fastest lap, 23:068. Clean air makes that a little bit easier, I must say. Go ahead and switch these back to gap, that way you can follow along with that. It's probably a little bit better for what we're dealing with. Thinking James Danforth may have had a little bit of a moment here. I think it's gonna. Oh, crashed my. Alright. Not gonna be able to. Bear with me. I'll be able to put this back up. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but I'm not going to be able to do that the way I want to. For some reason, it does not like when I select some things there. I don't know why. Alright, let's see if I can figure out what happened here. James probably gets loose on corner exit if I were to guess. Oh, looks like Scott Sindel. That was a heck of a save. In this car, that is an impressive save. Back out in the lead here. Looks like Aaron's opened up. Ooh, Evan Pienta is all over the place back there in second. Let's go ahead and go through the field, see what we're looking like here. Got Evan running second. Obviously, about a second and a half back of Aaron. Aaron's opened a pretty big lead here. And about another second back to this Jaguar cars, led by Scott Tompkins running third. Jesse Necula. Necula. Process in my brain if that was how you pronounce it. Running fourth. Sean Langston running fifth. Kevin Gunther running sixth. I've established me and Kevin have some similarities because we both lived in Maryland for a while. I've seen some of his old bay schemes before, so that's kind of where I made that connection. Steve McDonald just got passed for seventh, I believe, by... I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can here. Anyways, running eighth right now, you got Cody Eldridge. Mike Kirk running right behind him in 9th. I believe someone's using Mike's number because the sim says he's using number 7, but he usually uses number 17. Running 10th. We got Adam Ball in the 19. Also chromed out his IROC scheme. Corey Gray running in 12th in the Ream machine, I believe. Yep. Justin Diaz running 13th. Nathan Finnegan looks like he's worked his way back up to the 14th position. And he's getting passed around the outside. But I'm not sure who. I think it was Corey Gray, actually. It may have been Corey Gray. No, I don't think it was. Shows it was 28 car. That may have been somebody lap down. I apologize. Anyways. 16th. Rob Cunningham in the Boise State Broncos themed car. I only know that because I'm the one that painted it. A little bit of a gap further back. Looks like probably 2.5 seconds to Kevin LaPerriere. Scott Sindel, 18th. Jason Raychok, not sure where his status is on fast repairs. Car looks good, but he's obviously having to work his way back through the field. Running 19th here. James Danforth after that really big save. Looks like we got a caution. 728 car, I believe, spun around. Timothy Pope. See if we can figure out what happened. Yeah, he just got the old loosey-goosey off of turn 4 there. Unfortunately, it looks like Monak was collected a little bit. That's just tough with trying to get back on the throttle there. Car obviously got away from him. He was up under, I believe that was Adam Ball in the 19. Did all he could. I obviously kind of hooked it back up the track trying to save it. I'm hoping that some of these guys are not out of fast repairs. It looks like we got Albert Blauen is 3 laps down. We got a handful of people 1 lap down. Yeah, 728. That is iRacing allows triple-digit numbers, so he's using it. I mean, it probably has like a good meaning to him and whatnot, I'm sure. Looks like I probably, yep. So it looks like your initial batch of leaders went ahead and pit. So Aaron Raymond, Evan Pienta, Sean Langston, Kevin Gunther, and Jesse Necula, I believe at the very least. Yes. It is the same league. I do not recognize your username, but yes, it is the same league. So, Stars is a combo of Scars and another league, STRS, which was Smoking Tires Racing Series. Oh, what up, Labatt? How are you? Okay, yeah, I see the J Lab now. Yeah, it is the same league, Justin. Good hearing from you. Yeah, we recently merged with another league, so 2 smaller leagues kind of became one, and we're doing some recruiting races here. So if you're interested in getting in on some of these recruiting races, we've been doing them Sunday nights around the same time. They're just showing up in hosted sessions. Yeah, definitely hit me up after the race if you're interested in joining back. I think I came across, this is very random, I think I was watching a stream of a race or something within the last year, and I think you were in the race. So I've been keeping an eye out a little bit here and there. But yeah, Scars and STRS became unified as Stars because we're very creative. We're going to be starting up here early February with a new season. STRS last year did a full-length season. Scars has generally done some shorter seasons, between 8 and 12 races, something like that. So we're going to be doing 2 race seasons. First one starting up in February. We're going to be doing recruiting races pretty much most weekends leading up to that. Obviously, we're going to skip Christmas and New Year's, I believe. And then there in late January, there's some the Rolex 24, both the real thing and the iRacing version that we'll probably be getting involved with. So, yeah, hit me up after the race, or you can, I don't know where, you can find our Discord and Facebook and whatnot, I think in the stream info here, so definitely look us up. Going to be coming to green here. Looks like Scott Tompkins is now your leader. He's going to be lined up on the front row with Cody Eldridge. Then Adam Ball and Nathan Finnegan, 4th, all the way up to 4th after that early incident he got involved with. Hopefully no one starts in first gear. Oh, Scott! Scott! Don't start in first gear. Oh. I'm not even going to, I'm not even going to rewind that. I think we all saw what happened there. Oh, man. That's rough. I'd like to say we're not going to be seeing that again. Justin Diaz somehow shot the gap there. I don't know if he's the actual leader. Hopefully they are yelling. Yeah, that was, unfortunately, both times that has happened, it has been in the front, like 4 or 5 rows, and obviously it was the leader there. He almost had it gathered up, but just not quite, unfortunately. I'm not sure who is actually going to be the leader here. A whole bunch of people got involved there. I think most of the damage is fairly minor. A whole slew of people got some 4Xs there, though. We're going to be coming up to stage break here is at lap 58. I think Justin is waiting on the, there's the pace car. Why pace car is taking his dear old time. Sometimes he'll come flying up going 800 miles an hour, and other times he will drive as slow as humanly possible. It looks like Robert Blau in there getting a lap back. That's going to get him to 2 laps down, I believe. So we got Robert 2 laps down, Joseph Green, Nathan Berzozowski, Franklin Monak, I believe, 1 lap down. Not sure if Scott, yep, Scott probably doesn't have a ton of damage. He may not have used a fast repair there. Let's go back and see where Justin managed to squeeze through that whole thing. He's getting 1 to go here, but I don't care. I want to see what happened. So he lined up 5th. Oh, he just hooked a left and said, "See you later." Let's go ahead and do another crank it up session here. About 8 laps to the stage break here. Barney, green flag in the air. It is out. Let's see if these guys can just get to the stage break cleanly, hopefully. Three wide is not trying to do it carefully, guys. Nate's worked his way up to... Ooh! Aaron got into him a little bit there, it looked. Let's go back and check that out. Oh, sorry. It crashed my program again, but I at least want you to be able to see what happened, so... Yeah, just minor contact, really good save by Nathan not to bend that. Just a couple drivers going for it at the same time, unfortunately. Get all my screens back up. It's kind of annoying that it keeps crashing like that. It doesn't like when I rewind clearly. Let's go ahead and get back out to Diaz here. Got a caution. Let's see if I can figure out who or what it is for. Got the fields kind of jumbled up there. I'm not gonna actually try and go back and figure out what the incident was for. It's gonna do a stage break here. It's gonna be automatic because I'm running a program that throws it. And as much as I would like to not have the stage break with all the incidents we had, obviously a lot of guys are making strategy on this stage break, so we're sticking with it. Like some guys are going to be, the rest of the leaders I think are going to come down pit road here. So Diaz, Finnegan, Cody Eldridge, Adam Ball, looks like Scott Sindel back there, Rob Cunningham, I believe that might be Austin as well. Jason Raid Shock. I'm not 100% who that other IROC looking scheme was. It's going to cycle Evan Pienta back to the lead here. I think it's going to end up throwing another caution almost immediately, unfortunately. Looks like it's just a race of survival at this point. Hopefully not a bunch of frustration amongst everybody here. I know there's been a lot of cautions. No one wants to run this much under yellow. Be nice if able to get a green flag run going here. Alston's getting called back up to the field here. The car still looks pretty good. Must have used a fast repair. So that's good. That I don't think I've seen a car yet that's just destroyed. And it's gonna. I hate it, but it's gonna throw a stage break. I think pretty much after one lap. But kind of have to do it. I think at this point everybody's gotten their first pit stop out of the way, so Evan's going to bring him down. It might just be a one-lap shootout till stage break. Hopefully it just decides not to do it. Proceeds on. Hope to not see any first gear starts here, though. Let's get away clean here. For some reason this program keeps popping up that a bunch of people have crashed, and it's not accurate. It should be throwing a stage break here if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. There you go. That is your stage break. We've been working towards getting to that, and we finally got there. I don't know how many cautions we have under our belt so far, but it's been more than a couple. Good thing is I don't think any incidents happened. Let's get some onboard shots here with Evan. He's gonna go flying past the pace car. Back up to him. I wouldn't imagine that we're going to see any pit stops here. Maybe some people fix some damage. Let's go ahead and go through the field here. Got Evan running up in the first position here. Jesse running second. Kevin running third. Steve McDonald, 4th. Mike Kirk running 5th. Timothy Pope in the 728 running 6th. Scott Tompkins, after that wreck on the couple restarts ago, is up to 7th. Corey Gray in the 38 Ream car running 8th. Sean Langston in the 35 running 9th. Got Adam Ball here running 10th in the 19. Justin Diaz running 11th. Cody Eldridge running 12th. Scott Sindel, 13th. Austin Johnson, 14th. Jason Raychuk, 15th. Rob Cunningham, running 16th. Nathan Finnegan, 17th. Nathan Berzozowski, running 18th. Kevin LaPerriere, running 19th. James Danforth, 20th. And then I believe we have, this is Joseph Green here. It says he's running 22nd. I believe I skipped Dennis Cochran. There you go. Dennis Cochran's in the 28 car. I think he may have just got back on the lead lap. Joseph Green's running 22nd. Franklin Monak, 1 lap down, running 23rd. Robert Blauen running 2 laps down in 24th. We have taken 1 to green. Let's go ahead and get queued back up for that. No, I keep saying it, but I hope we get a good long run here. It'd be nice to see them tick off 30-40 laps here. And this stuff happens when you get a mix of people together that haven't raced together, and it's a tricky track. It really is. Hopefully no one's starting in first gear anymore. That is about all I hope for. But, again, I don't think I've seen anybody's car destroyed, so people may be out of fast repairs now, but they at least have a currently clean race car. Race car is going to pull on off here. Evan Pienta is going to fire off. I'm sure he'll pull out to a little bit of a lead here. Just standard for the leader, unless you blow the tires off of it. Yep, nice clean start. File down into turn 1 here. Evan opened up about a 4/10 of a second lead there right off the bat. Then Jesse's opened up another 4/10. See a couple people bouncing off the wall there behind them. Don't want to see that. Want everybody to keep it going in the right position. Like Scott Sinema may have picked up a position, moving up to 9th position on Timothy Pope. Jesse's pulling up to Evan here. And that could be Evan looking to save tires a little bit more than Jesse. So Jesse's going to be there in a hurry. Right to his back bumper. Kevin Gunther posting the fastest lap, 22.991. I think that's the first sub 23 second lap we've seen. After seeing a bunch of people doing it in qualifying. Jesse moving to the lead here. I like him because he's a Harvick fan, I believe. At least he drives Harvick schemes, so I would hope he is a Harvick fan if you're doing that. Ooh, I think we may have an incident, and it involves a bunch of people. Bad news. I think Finnegan may be in it. I got a handful of people that says are in it. I think Scott may have turned in there. Maybe didn't expect Nathan to throw it in there. Or it's tough to say, unfortunately. That might be the only two that were really involved there. .28 backing up on pit road there. Anyways, to reiterate, this is John Honaker in the booth. It's my first real race that I've really broadcast, so obviously it's can be challenging, and it's just me, so there's a lot of stuff going on the screen here that I'm having to shuffle about. So I may not catch some of the play-by-play, and I may not catch some passes and whatnot. I'm doing what I can. Weather-wise, I know I pulled this up at the race start, so track temp, that's the big thing to keep an eye on. It's down to 80 degrees, so the track has cooled down another 7 degrees from the start of the race. And it's probably going to keep cooling down. We recently just passed 100 to go. Got about 96 now, if I'm seeing that right. Probably gonna be coming to 1 to go this time by. I'm gonna mix up the camera angles a little bit. I think we still have. Got Scott Sindle's now 3 laps down. I think he's getting some repairs on pit road, so he must be out of fast repairs. Dennis Cochran might be on pit road with him. He's a couple laps down. Then we got Franklin Monak and Robert Blouin are 1 lap down. Everybody else 20th up to the lead or on the lead lap. Looks like we just took 1 to go until green, so the field will form on up. Looks like Tompkins has worked his way back up to 4th. He had some good pace earlier. He's actually who I ran my A fixed race with earlier in the week, and we finished a couple positions apart, so I know he has some good speed. This race is taking a little bit longer than most of our other races have. That's just because there's been so many cautions. This has not been the best display of what we can do as a league. Jesse firing off here. Out to a good jump. Usually gets you a few tenths right off the initial start. Pienta looking for a pass on the inside of Jesse. See how hard they're gonna fight here. Evan, of course, doing the diamond there. Looks like Jesse's gonna be able to hold him off. Again, just so hard to complete a pass there on the high side. Good racing back here in the field a little bit. It's like Kevin Gunther and Scott Tompkins side by side battling for 4th and 5th. See how this shakes out. Side by side is not going to be fun on exit. Oop, oh, a little bit of contact. It's like Austin and Kevin, a little bit of light contact. Everybody's able to gather it up and keep on going. Mike's gonna skirt on by Kevin as well while he's gathering it up. Oh, no running order. Yeah, you probably need that. Here you go. Have a running order.
My bad. I get so in the zone of watching the actual race and I don't pay attention to what overlays I may have. I'll get you all straightened out though.
Trying to see if there's some good battles through the field here. Alright, here we go. Found a big old gaggle of them. This is Jason Raychalk running back in 12th. He's got Timothy Pope, Robert Cunningham, Corey Gray, Joseph Green, all running behind him. I see Nathan Finnegan trying to saw his way through the field, looking to the outside of the Bass Pro Shop machine there. Focus in on him for a few laps here. Oh, that was Nate on Nathan Violence. See some smoke there. Oh, all right. Let's see what. Try and figure out what happened here. When I went to Mike here, because I know he was involved. I just don't know where the actual start of the incident was. So it started with Tompkins and Alston, and then just track ends up blocked, and then it's just everybody else piling on in, unfortunately. That's, I think, yeah. So Austin and Scott came together on corner entry there. We're getting to the point that there's definitely going to be some people that are out of some fast repairs, and they're just trying to piece their cars back together the best they can. It looks like top 11 have stayed on the track. Everybody else is on pit road, probably either fixing damage,
Trying to get some tires. Getting close to halfway here.
laps away from. If we got any damage on any of these cars, I'm just going to go by. We'll look at rear ends first. Alright, so Rob Cunningham's got a little bit there on the rear end. Looks like Joseph Green's got a little bit here on the right rear. I think Nathan's car is clean. That's clean. Scott's looks clean, was used fast repair. There's a Lego guy holding up that. See what he did there. Clean, 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 clean. Alright, so there's only a couple that look like they have damage, and no one has like what appears to be any significant damage. Granted, I was just looking at rear ends, but I don't see anybody with crushed up hood or anything. Just kind of peeking at the field here. Jesse's going to bring everybody down for the restart. The next lap complete will actually be the cross flags for halfway, so we are getting there. Like I said, this race has had a lot of cautions, which has slowed down the pace pretty significant amount from where we should be. Looks like Pienta's going to take over the lead there off the initial jump. Oh, someone... See some cars come together there towards the back. I think they're able to gather it up. Unfortunately, I think Kevin may yeah, I saw him getting loose on corner exit. He's just trying to save it. A little bit of minor damage, but he's still trying to save it. That one. He did all he could to save that thing. Unfortunately, though, it ended up in an incident. I believe Kevin, James Danforth, Nathan Berzozowski, I think were the three that were involved. Scott Tompkins also got a 4X out of the ordeal, but that was just that initial contact that they had there. He was able to continue on. Yeah, I mean, he was wrecking from the exit of the turn all the way, and then it took him until in the next turn. There is some mounting incidents count looking down through the field here, unfortunately. But I'm going to give a shout out to Evan Pienta here leading the field. He's currently got a 0X. There's a couple people that only have a single 4X. But there's also some people that have double digits. We don't want to talk about them, though. And at this point, I would be hesitant to get my car back in the field here. I mean, at this point, they should have 2 remaining sets of tires. Won't know if anyone has taken their second set yet. There might be some people, as we're coming to 1 to go. Looks like James Danforth is catching up to the back of the field now. Nate in the 20 car is working on catching up to the tail end of the field here as well. looks like, I mean, there's been a few retirements from the race, unfortunately. Aaron Raymond retired. He was running up front early. Dennis Cochran has not retired, but he is 18 laps down. Scott Sindel, I believe, has retired from the race. We got Robert Blauen is back to 1 lap down. He was as many as 3 laps down, so he's just trying to get back on the lead lap here as we are about to get our restart. I think there's a restart number 50, it feels like, but I think it's realistically restart like number 10. People need to stop starting first gear. This is a commentator. This is can be a little frustrating because this is now at least the 3rd time we've seen this happen, and you would think that we would stop trying to fire off in first gear after the first person did it. Yeah, here we are. But anyways, we'll get them all gathered back up. Since the wreck happened so quickly, they gotta wait for the pace car here, which is why you're seeing the field pretty much come to a stop, because iRacing doesn't necessarily like when an incident happens that quickly, and it can sometimes do some really wacky things to the field. But we should see, here comes Space Car. When they happen quick like that, it seems like he takes his dear old time before he gets up there.
Yeah, I mean, the tires definitely
Wear out here, so your first, I'd say probably 10 to 15 laps on the tires. If you have a restart, you can get away with first gear. You still gotta probably feather it a little bit, but after that, you should probably be playing it safe and starting in second gear, because that is unfortunately what happens, and you end up gathering up people that had nothing to do with the incident. But stuff happens. We've seen it 3 times now. It'll make for a good highlight reel at the end. Hopefully no one gets overly embarrassed or anything. I mean, it's all good fun. We're us as a league, we're just trying gather some people together on Sunday nights and just have some fun. We're not ultra competitive or anything like that. I mean, obviously there's competition and racing gets hard and whatnot, but none of us are looking to become pros or anything from this. So it's just nice to get together, have some fun, run some laps, live our life as a fake race car driver the best that we can. I'm curious. I'm going to check on the weather. Track 10 down to 78. There may be a better place for me to look for that somewhere on my screen, but I have way too many things up right now, so it's just easier to do that. So track temp continues to fall. It's down about, I think it's 9 degrees from the start of the race. We're going to be coming to green again this time by Evan Pienta. Looking to take the green flag here. It's got Sean Langston lining up to his outside. I don't think I've seen Sean. I think he's been working his way back up to the front here. Ethan Finnegan and Scott Tompkins lining up 3rd and 4th. And Joseph Green lining up 5th, Adam Ball 6th. Please don't do first gear. Don't do first gear. I don't think anyone did first gear. Hallelujah.
And they're away.
For some reason, the software I'm using thinks, oh, hard contact in the wall. X-Men there. I think that was Joseph Green, if I'm not mistaken, with a pretty hard pancake on the wall there. But the... Ooh, Nathan! No! I think he, just pushing a little bit too hard there. He may have broke a toe link there. That was a pretty heavy hit on the wall there. He was, well, is there a caution? Yeah, there's a caution. See if I can go and figure out what may have happened here. I think Rob was just checking up for Nathan getting loose up there and just got tagged from behind, unfortunately. He's definitely got some damage from that. It's gonna crash my software again. Here, I'll at least get it back to oh yeah, he was just... Let's see. Brought the chat up there. I saw that they were shortening cautions, which is good. That is helpful to try and get as much green flag racing as we can here. Gotta see if I can figure out what's causing the software to crash like that.
But we'll get it back. I can get it back all up pretty quickly. No big deal.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get around the outside of that driver there. I'm gonna be coming to the green flag here. It's saying 128 laps. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where that comes from. I think the race is being shortened, probably. It may end up shortened due to time. It gives it a 2-hour window to finish. But we should still have well over 30 minutes to finish that off. So I'll have to keep an eye on that, but it has... ticker is showing that it is shortened the race. These guys are there is a lot of take going on through the field here, and not much give from what I'm seeing. Some good hard racing for... Oh, Tompkins pushing up there. Nope, they gotta get settled out. Sean is taking over the lead here. I was kind of focusing in on the other race. May have missed the pass for the lead. Now it's back to 165 laps. Nathan just got a little bit out of shape there. Looks like Austin, running in second place, put up the fastest lap of the race last lap. So he is definitely on the move.
Oof. Yeah, these guys are,
they are pushing. And it's, unfortunately, it's probably going to be a matter of time before somebody gets a little bit too loose on corner exit again. And hopefully it doesn't happen, but it may correct it up into the wall. So Austin's going for the lead here. He's looking down low on Sean. I think he's going to be able to complete this pass. Yeah, he completes the pass pretty easily, actually. So Austin Johnson out to the lead here. He's got good short run speed, clearly having just put up the fastest lap of the race. This, oh no. So Sean Langston, just losing it on corner exit there. Caught the inside wall. Able to continue on, but that's definitely going to hinder his progress, to say the least. Might have damaged the car a fair amount. Got the gaggle of cars back here. You got Tompkinson, Adam Ball running third and fourth, leading this train of cars. Got Nathan Finnegan running fifth, Jesse Necula running sixth, Kevin Gunther seventh. Sean's just unfortunately falling back here slowly. He's definitely got some damage. It's taking him off pace. Looks like Adam was passed by Nathan there. Nathan on the move. Sean is just all over the place. Probably begging for a fresh set of tires. Let's see if Nathan's able to put a move on Scott here. Looks like Jesse's going to be moving low on Adam as well. Got some really good racing at this part of the field.
We've got the field's kind of strung out in a few different packs. You got the 2 leaders, and then it's almost 2 seconds back to this gaggle of cars. And then there's another couple seconds to another larger gaggle of cars. I'm hoping that we have settled into a good run here, though. Because these guys getting able to get spread out so they're not stacked on top of each other is just going to help straighten this race out. And hopefully we can end with a good, longer green flag run here. Looks like Austin Johnson may have, I think he may have pounded the wall. Let's see what happened. Oh, yeah. Yep, got loose and, oh, you hate to see that. That is, if it didn't, yeah, I was going to say, if that did not bend and break something, I don't know what would. Evan is pretty uncontested here now for a bit. He's got a to a 1.8 second lead over Scott Tompkins back there in second. This is still where some of the best racing on the track is. This large cluster of drivers. Yeah, that was a major league hit. It probably broke a toe link. I didn't see the tire flailing around, but a hit like that is gonna cause some massive damages. I see Sean is just begging for some tires back there. Just some side-by-side comparison. I don't think I've looked at that yet. Looks like Nathan's going to be able to complete the pass here on Scott. Let's see. Previous lap time, what we're looking at. These guys are going slow enough that I think there's a caution, even though, yep, I see the caution flag waving now. I don't think it flashed up there. It's probably time. I would bet you all the leaders are going to be coming in for some tires here. That one's going to peel on off. I think this is going to probably drag the entire field down pit road. Everyone's begging for some tires at this point. I mean, a lot of these guys probably haven't changed tires since the stage break. Looks like, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kevin Gunther may have taken 2 tires there. And I think Mike Kirk may have attempted it as well. We definitely had a few people stay out there. Four, if I'm not mistaken. Jesse, Jason, Steve, and Franklin, I believe, all stayed out there. I believe Kevin Gunther's took 2 tires. Pienta took 4. Mike Kirk may have taken 2, and then I think everybody else probably took 4. There's definitely going to be some speed difference here. Should be coming to 1 to go this time, if I'm not mistaken. Got the top 18 are on the lead lap. Then we got Austin Johnson 2 laps down. Sean Langston 3 laps down. You know, Austin knocked the wall down there. Sean obviously had quite a bit of damage from early incident in that run as well, so they're probably working on fixing some damage. unfortunately have had some other people disconnect. Probably ran out of fast repairs. But anyways, yeah, I think I need to, for my next broadcast, I think I need to shorten that replay clip that plays when I go to rewind for a replay. I don't know if that is what causes the software to also crash. It could be. So maybe I'll just try something shorter that's less dramatic. Yeah, it's like a 5-second clip. I could probably bring it down to 2 or 3 seconds and maybe it'll work better. Anyways, Jesse Nekula bringing the field down for another restart. Line up on the front row with Jason Raychalk, Steve McDonald, and Franklin Monak starting fourth. These guys are on old tires. I wish I could tell you how old they are. I just know they're old. I hope they don't start in first gear. Field's a little bit thinner. I think we definitely, you can tell that we've lost some drivers. Jason's going to be looking for fight Jesse for the lead here. There is. Like Kevin Gunther was in the wall there on exit turn 4. I think your first person that took tires is Scott Tompkins running in fourth, and he is already up to Steve McDonald's rear bumper as Jason is looking for a pass for the lead on Jesse. He is able to complete that pass. Scott is able to get to the inside of Steve McDonald, and looks like he's going to get to the inside of Jesse as well. I don't think Jason's going to be able to put up much of a fight here with Scott. Scott definitely on fresher tires. This is like a frenzy back here as Evan Pienda decided to back out of there as Tompkins goes to the lead. We got cars flying around the outside, and we got an incident, unfortunately. I think Nathan and Steve McDonald may have come together on corner exit there. See if I can go back and figure it out. Good thing my software didn't crash. Let's try this camera angle. Oh man, they're 3 wide there. Yeah, and I don't even know if they actually hit. I feel like it may have been. I mean, they were definitely really close. Yeah, anybody that does sim racing knows that that's what you call net code. So they didn't hit on the screen, but obviously the game predicted Nathan's trajectory coming off the wall and Steve's trajectory going up the track on exit, and it unfortunately created a contact that then resulted in that. I would guess that your guys that stayed out on that last caution on old tires are probably going to come in and get some fresh tires now, because I'm looking, and Jesse fell all the way back to 6th. I think Jason already hit. I missed that clearly, but yeah, Jason was finishing up his pit stop here. There's just too much of a discrepancy on tires there that I think Steve had run a pretty clean race. So I think he was able to use a fast repair there. come to 1 to go this time. No. Guess it'll be 1 to go next time by. Okay, we'll be getting a restart here with 39 or 40 laps to go. Yeah, you're definitely right there, Justin. It is a fun track, but it is a difficult track racing other people. It's not quite like Darlington where you got to really race the track, but to some extent you got to just race the track here and survive is really what it comes down to. Trying to avoid doing anything that may crash this software, which is probably anything that involves doing a replay, but we're going to do some anyways. So we're waiting on the new schedule to come out. Tentatively, we're gonna do the new Atlanta, so kind of like pack racing. But if new Atlanta is on next season's schedule in like the first 4 or 5 weeks, because we're gonna try and follow the iRacing AFIX schedule, then we may change it. But tentatively, new Atlanta. Because AFIX doesn't run next week because it's 13th week, so we just gotta create whatever race we want to do. So as long as New Atlanta isn't in the first 5 weeks of next season's schedule, then that is where we'll be racing. If it does happen to be there, then we'll come up with something else. Tompkins looking for the green flag here. Hopefully he learned from earlier and doesn't try first gear. Looks like we're away clean as a field. No one, I think, finally everybody learned that first gear is no bueno. Tompkins pulls out to a pretty good lead here. It is just a frenzy back there in the pack. It's just begging for incidents to take place. Jesse's going to lose another position back there to Kevin LaPerriere. We got ourselves another caution. Let's see if I can figure out where it is, so I can tell you. Kevin Gunther was in it. Just Kevin and Franklin came together and then it collected some people, unfortunately. And there's a real chance that that's just involving different tire strategies and just trying to predict where that car is going to go. Scott Bacon pit road entry. Seen people do that before and put it into the barrels. These guys should pay me for as long as they've made me watch them. I was banging on being done with this 30 minutes ago. Here we are with 35 laps to go still. I think it's actually going to hit the time limit, because you only have 15 more minutes, 17 more minutes, I think. They can get going here, they can finish it, but I think we're going to end up hitting the time limit. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to be going green next time by. Just over 30 laps to go. I'd love to see these guys get it straightened out and finish on a long green run here. Unfortunately, from what I've seen so far, I don't know if that's going to happen. The field is definitely lost some people. I appreciate all the people that stuck around for this, specifically people in the session that are actually in the league. I think the only person remaining may be Sean Langston, though. I think all the other ones have retired. Tompkins going to fire off here. Able to get a good start. Looks like Panda's going to get a good start here. Him and Nathan are going to be side by side entering turn one. And he's going to do the smart thing and back out there. Nathan going for the power move on Tompkins there for the lead. Oh no! That is gonna stop your heart. Yeah, he's pushing really hard. Looks like there is a couple people that had. I think yellow's out. Yep, yellow is out. I don't know. I think Finnegan may actually be the leader here. Actually, I know Finnegan's the leader. I'm looking. For some reason, I was thinking Nathan's car was the pace car. Let's see if I can figure out where this incident was. No. Yeah, so it looks like Austin got a little bit loose on exit. And I think Cody went to go avoid it, and then unfortunately, I think that was Sean was on his outside and ended up spun. We're getting to the point that I think this is going to be a sprint at this point. I think Jesse finally went in to get a change of tires. See, he fell back to 15th here, so I would assume that he came in for a pit stop. Got one to green. Still got Evan Pienta with his 0x, by the way, running in third. I'm keeping an eye on that. He's going to be my hero of the race. But as many incidents as there's been, to not have a single one is impressive. And And this is getting to the point in the run that I'm going to be terrified that someone is going to try a first gear start with some old tires. And it's just not going to go well. Fingers crossed. Alright. Pretty clean start. See if we're able to get through turn one. So Pienta and Tompkins are going to fight side by side on exit here. They've got about 10 minutes to finish this race. I'm getting loose off the exit there. Tompkins putting up a qualifying lap. Let's see if he can get up to Finnegan and actually fight him for the lead. And he is pushing. Oh, Pienta with a pancake. Good thing IHOP's open 24/7, and then Nathan answers it and tops Scott's fastest lap of the race. So they are just in pure qualify mode at this point. Scott's there. It's going to be so hard to complete a pass here, but he is to his bumper. Ooh, don't clip that apron. I realize our social media logo is probably on top of part of Scott's box here. Because I had that logo covering up the big iRacing.com watermark, so maybe I need to move that for when I do this compare here. It's not something I realized until just now. I like to check elsewhere in the field, but this race is just too good to move away from. Tompkins, Finnegan, and Pienta have separated themselves from that next pack back there. Alright, we're gonna keep an eye on that, but let's move a little bit further back here in the field. Adam Ball running fourth. Oh, we had bunch of people. It was just adding up, more and more people. So it started with Jason and Austin getting together, and then unfortunately Rob, Kevin Gunther, Steve McDonald, Robert Blowen, Cody Eldridge, and Jesse Nicola all ended up with 4Xs in that incident. Yeah, Alston just got a little bit loose on exit, following behind, I think that was Kevin there. Just a little bit of slight contact, and then just unfortunately, all these guys back here just nowhere to go. The track's blocked. Oh, man. That was big. Alright. Anyways, these guys just need to get this wrapped up and over with. This is, they're down to, I think, 5 or 6 minutes. They do not have much time to go here. We're definitely not finishing this race out. I think Tompkins decided to come in and get some tires. See, Diaz has worked his way back up to third. Adam Ball to second. Mike Kirk in fourth. Steve McDonald, who... But okay, he's falling out positions. I was going to say, he was in that last incident. I don't know how he's running in fifth. So Tompkins is going to restart fifth on what I believe is fresh tires. One to go this time. Not sure what the smoke we saw there was. I'm afraid to look. We're at one to go. You got Kevin Gunther, Steve McDonald, and Rob Cunningham scampering to catch the back of the field here. Alright, we got to restart here. There's about 16 laps to go, but there's probably only about 2 minutes to go. If I were to guess. Oh my lord, I think half the field just hit the wall for four there. They're pushing hard. And I'm assuming that they know they're on a time crunch here. I'm not sure if Adam's going to be able to do anything with Nathan, but he's going to get there. See some good battles back there in the field too. I don't know. Looks like Tompkins moving up to third. Adams to him. He might be able to get there. It's gonna be. They're not careful. Tompkins gonna catch them. I don't know how. Again, we're gonna be on a time crunch here, so I don't know when this is gonna end. For all I know, it could make it all the way to the end. I don't think it's going to, but it could. Tompkins is to him. He is through. Alright, those fresh tires. Oh, I think Nathan may have just... I blinked and it happened. I think Nathan may have just got really loose on exit and just pushing too hard, and it, I think, hooked on him and corrected it into the outside wall, unfortunately. So Tompkins is out to a comfortable lead here. Oh, someone else just pounded the inside wall. I think that may have been Adam. Yep, that was Adam Ball. So obviously these guys staying out on older tires just getting chewed up by the guys with fresher tires. We're at 10 to go. I mean, I would love to see this end without getting cut short. It's actually 9 to go. I should stand corrected. I'll go ahead and pull this up again. I know our logo is covering up part of it. Evan was about 500ths faster last lap. Just got just a couple tenths separating them. Now be coming to 7 to go. I think this is going to be the race for the win. I don't think anyone else is going to be able to get up here unless they get side by side. Now, if they get side by side, that is a whole different story. I mean, Evan is, he's to him. He is on his bumper. He is consistently 5 to 8 100ths faster every lap. He's gonna look to the inside. I don't know if this is gonna... Tompkins gonna try and fight him off on the high side. Oh. He's not gonna be able to save it. Oh, that stinks. I just feel bad. And there's another incident too. Pienta just was going for it. Look like Mike Kirk also had a unfortunate run-in, I believe, with Franklin Monac. Let me see if I can figure out what happened here. Yeah, just cars coming together, unfortunately. Like McDonald and Kirk came together. I believe the race has ended. And if it hasn't ended, I don't know what we're waiting on. So let me see if I can figure it out. I think Tompkins just got way out in front of where the pace car is. He needs the rest of the field to catch up to him.
There we go. There's the pace car. Hello, Mr. Pace Car. Evan. Evan's right front. Oh, it's the final lap. I think Evan's going to get a second place out of this, but he's got a broken toe link. Checkered flag's in the air. Tompkins is going to get the win. So it did end up getting cut a few laps short. I don't know if that was the final lap. It's still saying final lap for me, guys. They might be on the final lap now. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's find it not easy to do the color commentary and a play-by-play piece of it while also trying to do everything else. It's definitely not easy. So I just tried to provide insight where I could and catch all the incidents I could. But there was a lot of incidents to catch, let's be honest. Hey, thanks, Justin. Thanks for checking us out. I don't know how you came across us again, because this is a completely different Twitch channel and everything, but I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a lot of cars, too much carnage. A lot of too many things. Now I think the checkered flag is in the air. He's still waving the yellow, but I think that was the checkered. Yeah, that was the checker. Lights are out on the pit scroll now. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the results. I'm sure Scott's going to do a burnout here. So Tompkins, race winner. Evan Pienta brought it home in second after that unfortunate incident there at the end. Don't think he gets DQ'd. He would have had a meatball flag there, but it's all good. Jason Raychok brought it home third. James Danforth fourth. Justin Diaz rounding out the top five. Got Robert Blowen sixth. Kevin LaPerriere seventh. Kevin Gunther eighth. Steve McDonald ninth. Nathan Berzozowski 10th. And then you got Adam Ball brought it home 2 laps down in 11th. It says a bunch of pit for people. I think that was just people that had finished on pit road because of damage. Mike Kirk 12th. Nathan Finnegan 13th. Jesse Necula in 14th. Check out page 2 of this. 15th got Rob Cunningham. 16th Austin Johnson. 17th Cody Eldridge. 18th Franklin Monak. 19th Sean Langston. 20th Joseph Green. 21st Corey Gray. 22nd Timothy Pope. 23rd Dennis Cochran. 24th Scott Sendel. 25th Aaron Raymond. 26th Tyler Jordan. 27th Cameron Ingram. 28th Daniel Wentz Carter. I think some of these guys may not have been running there from the start of the race. Then there's a whole bunch of other people that I don't think actually started the race. So thanks for checking us out, guys. Hopefully I did a decent job. Like I said, if you have any feedback for me, I appreciate it. I'm new to this. There's things I could do better, I know it. But until next time, I'm not sure when I'll broadcast it again. It may be next week, it may be the week after, but it'll be coming soon. But thanks for watching.